Hello and welcome back to Astronomy 104, the astronomy of planets. So far in this course we've been concentrating on the history of astronomy and the scientific method, investigating the details of how the process of doing science led to our modern picture of planetary orbits in our solar system. The concentration has mainly been on the philosophical, theoretical aspects of understanding celestial motions and the advances that were made through attempts to accurately describe and explain those motions. Because the things that we've discussed so far have pertained mainly to apparent motions of planets across the sky, there wasn't really an immediate need for us to look too much into the details of the thing that we're actually observing, which is light coming to us from distant objects. However, in order to discuss anything more about these planets that we see moving with respect to the background stars, we need a better understanding of light. First of all, we need to know what light is. We need to know how to collect it, which is what astronomers do using telescopes. And we need to know how light interacts with matter, since it's by understanding that interaction between light and matter that we can use observations of signals of light to learn about distant astronomical objects. In this module, we're going to concentrate on just the first two of these. We'll talk about what light is, and we'll talk about how we use telescopes to gather up as much of it as we can, as accurately or precisely as possible. We'll start by exploring the nature of light as an oscillating electric and magnetic field. Actually, the more technical term for light we'll use is electromagnetic radiation. We use that term because these oscillating fields radiate away from things. What you'll see is that visible light's actually part of a much larger electromagnetic spectrum that includes other forms that you've likely heard of, such as X-rays, UV rays, infrared radiation, and radio waves. These things are all just different forms of what we call light. The reason that we don't see them is that our eyes aren't adapted to being able to detect them. After discussing what light is, we're going to look at how telescopes are used to enhance the signals that we observe. We'll look at how optical telescopes, which are used to observe visible light, differ from telescopes that are used to observe invisible light. We'll look at where the best places are to put different types of telescopes, and we'll look at some of the different instrumentation and techniques that astronomers use to make the most of the light that we do observe and make an accurate record of it. After we get through all of this, the next module is going to be all about understanding the signals that we do detect. So I hope you enjoy learning about the main source of astronomical data, namely light, and how astronomers go about gathering and recording it in its various forms.